So I'm going to talk to you today about the concept in Chinese medicine called the Meridians, and this is also very applicable to Tai Chi and the similar sorts of things, Qigong and Tai Chi. It's about pathways. Let me explain by a bit of a story. When I was young in the Isle of Skye, I would go to the sea. The sea's all around the island, by the way. I would go to the sea and I would sit in interesting places on the edge and watch the waves come in and watch them pass around the rocks and in and out of pools and so on. The way that the coastline is meant that you very rarely just had this nice smooth in and out, but you had paths. You watched for a little while, you could see that the waves always went in the same sort of direction. You could watch the current passing as it came in and round corners and into pools, and it always followed the same path. Now, if everything stopped and you tried to examine the sea like you were cutting it up and dissecting it, everything is stopped, you wouldn't see the paths. You wouldn't. You would just see water. Everything would appear to be still. Nothing else is there. When people talk about Qi, they talk about it as a sort of a special energy, as a magic force, and things like this. Okay, so this is not how it is. Qi is a wave. It's a wave passing through you. So when you take that story about the waves at the sea and you think about waves form pathways, but you don't see them if you stop and try to dissect and look for them. They're not like in the human body arteries. When people are having an operation, let's say, and the surgeon cuts them up to do something, the surgeon will see their arteries and try their best not to cut them in half unless that's the purpose of the operation. And so they're visible. You open someone, you can see it. In Chinese medicine, the concept is that we can heal ourselves or contribute to our overall healing is a better way of putting it. Contribute to our overall healing by passing a wave through us, this wave we know as Qi. Now, how do you pass it? Well, you move in a certain way. Can you imagine feeling a wave going through your body? I feel a wave from here to here. Well, that's not going to make a wave, but this is going to make a wave. When you do your Tai Chi, you want your body to behave like you're waving. Try to feel inside you the wave passing through you. That's what we're doing when we're doing our Tai Chi. Your Tai Chi will be better if you can focus on this wave and encourage it to happen. Now, what does that mean for our Tai Chi and this? How does it work? Where does the wave go? So, in Chinese medicine, the concept is that there are pathways in our body that Qi prefers to flow along. And it's just like my story about being by the sea and understanding the paths that the waves like to follow in your body. What are the paths that the waves like to follow? So experience of thousands of years have helped practitioners of traditional Chinese medicine and also arts like Qigong, Tai Chi. They've given them a sense of where these paths are. And the paths are commonly and often mapped out. You can get a map. In fact, we'll try and show you one popping up in the video. Now, the idea is, the conception is that Qi has more than one form. It can be light and like sunlight. It can be sunlight, like a wave of energy from the sun, like the sun's radiation. Or it can be more solid, like a wave of cold, like a draft. You're sitting in a draft, you feel the draft and it comes in and is indeed a wave. So this conception of the waves is like this. The sunshine type wave, the sunshine is said to come from the top and pass down through us, also along our back and the outsides of the body. So coming down from above and along the outsides and our back. So when we stand up well, and we straighten our back, we have this energy passing down, straight down our back from the top to the bottom. We also have, on a different sense, we have a sort of colder, thicker type of energy, which we feel when we're in contact with the ground. Feel that. And this is coming up. Feel it passing up, lightening as it goes to the top. So in Chinese medicine, there is a lot of complicated connections, but basically there are 12 meridians. These meridians are the pathways that qi flows on, and 6 of these 12 go up and 6 of the 12 go down. Now, interestingly, they're on both sides of the body. So 6 up and 6 down, 6 up and 6 down. So you could say 24. And there are also some other places which are like vessels or pools. So remember my analogy about sitting, watching the waves come through the pools, and the pools filling up and having a wave pass through them, so on. It's a bit like that. And the conception in Chinese medicine is that the waves pool here and so on. And these pools are also types of meridians, extra meridians. So 12, 6 up, 6 down, 6 up, 6 down, 24, 12 each side, up and down. And the idea is that your qi favors these pathways. So how can that help your Tai Chi? If you understand the way that the pathways go, you can encourage them. Like when my sons were small, they would love to go to the seaside as well, and they would be at the seaside and they would dig channels out, and this tide would come in and the water would go into the channels that they dug. If they wanted more water in, they opened the channels, they dug bigger channels so that the water came into the channels. Similarly, when you're trying to make your qi flow, you can massage or soften or do some work on the pathways to make them more effective. The most common way of making them more effective is to just massage them. Massaging here, massage. So there's a meridian. It comes from in here, it goes along here, it comes down here. It comes right down here to the fingertips. So there's this coming down here, and I can massage it simply by doing this. If I'm very precise about where it is, I can massage it much more sophisticatedly. I can be much more accurate, and then I can be better in my way of helping it. When you do your Tai Chi, you want to do a couple of things. You want to move in a way that allows your meridians to be massaged. Same again on this side. This here, the one that comes down the center here, is my pericardium meridian, and I move this way, and it has the chance to relax and be massaged. I can also press on it, and I can also move in my Tai Chi in a way that helps it. So I'm here, and I don't just go here with my movement, but I go like this, and this part of my arm is massaged. You can do it in your Tai Chi when you move well. You don't need to know all of this right now. So as a beginner, only know that there is a purpose to us asking you to do the moves in a particular way. And the purpose is to do not just with making you a really good martial artist in slow motion, but making you get the maximum benefit from the healing power of your Tai Chi. As you become more experienced, you might want to be able to direct that yourself, and that's why people learn about Chinese medicine, so they can focus their attention. What's interesting is you can simply work on the ends of a meridian, so a little bit like reflexology, where you work on your feet with the purpose of stimulating different parts of your body. The same with your meridians in Chinese medicine. So you can work on your fingers and your hands with the purpose of stimulating other parts of the body that these channels connect with. So when you look at the diagram, look at where the channels have come from and where they go to, and then there's a video coming up where you can look at how you can massage your hands in a nice gentle way, which gives you not only a bit of help for the meridians around your hand, the parts of the meridians, but also helps to stimulate the whole thing so that they have an effect through the body. So, much more information at a much later stage. This is just an introduction to the concept of meridians in traditional Chinese medicine.